Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are, so we tell them, we are Crusaders, let's go!
It was the most anticipated regular season game we have seen in 2019. A rematch of last year's non-public Group 4 state title game between the Crusaders of Bergen Catholic, seeking to defend their home turf in Oradell, against the reigning non-public Group 4 champs and the top-ranked team in the state of New Jersey, the Green Knights of St. Joe's Regional. Saturday's game would be played before a capacity crowd at Crusader Stadium in Oradell, following a week of pageantry that would see St. Joe's senior offensive lineman Luke Whippler and Bergen Catholic senior defensive back Jordan Morant named high school All-Americans. However, Morant and a host of other key Crusaders would miss the game due to injuries. However, early on, it doesn't appear to be an issue for Bergen Catholic, humming along on their opening drive, moving the ball downfield, until this play, when St. Joe's junior linebacker Frankie Monty forces a fumble and the Green Knights recover, going the opposite way, which will see the return of the state's top running back Audric Estime, who missed the previous game against Paramus Catholic due to injury. On the opening drive, some pulling action from Chris Servideo and Liam Mitchell, and Mitchell seals the edge for Estime, who will go 52 yards to the house to open the scoring. It's 7-0 St. Joe's early in Oradell. Next drive, Bergen Catholic looking to answer. It's the senior quarterback Andrew Bohl connecting with junior Amar Gist, who will make some tacklers miss as the Crusaders are moving the ball on their rebuttal drive. Same drive now into the second quarter. It's the sophomore quarterback Stephen Angeli on the design run, getting a nice block from Joe Anello, and Amar Gist, as he's able to get inside the 20-yard line. It'll be 2 plays later, Angeli again rolling out to his right, throwing on the run, connects with Ryan Butler, the sophomore tailback, who's got a clear path to the house, and he's in there. 7-7 in Oradell, looking interesting now. Crusaders in the driver's seat later in the second quarter. It's Bohl connecting with Joe Anello before his most memorable completion of the day, looking deep down the left side for all 6'4", 285 pounds of junior defensive lineman Ty Malone, who makes the catch deep into St. Joe's territory. But it's the run defense of the Green Knights holding strong, and so the Crusaders will have to settle for a 23-yard Giancarlo Carbonaro field goal to make it 10-7 Bergen Catholic. St. Joe's defense would force a 3-and-out and get the chance potentially to put points on the board before the half, but Stephen Angeli punting. You can't do much better than this. Green Knights will have to work inside the 1-yard line. They'll just run the clock out. And so at the half, it's Bergen Catholic in control with a 10-7 lead and smelling upset. To the second half we go. St. Joe's looking to answer, but they're going to be forced to punt on their opening drive. And yes, we'll show another punt highlight because the coverage was just this good. Alaimo punting and his coverage team able to down it inside the 2-yard line. Then the defense will force a 3-and-out, and so Stephen Angeli has to punt, and Elijah Mack gets a hand on it, so it'll force a short punt, and then you add on some additional yards from the return, and suddenly St. Joe's has terrific field position looking to answer. So they'll do what they do best and hit it on the ground with Audric Estime, moving up the left sideline. Suddenly, they're facing a critical 4th and 2. Now, remember, they're down by just a field goal, so a field goal would tie it here, but Augie Hoffman's group is feeling gutsy. So they'll go for it on 4th and 2, give it to Estime, and he's about as reliable as it gets. So they convert, and just a few plays later, Estime up the middle, into the house, and suddenly it is 14-10 St. Joe's, and the Green Knights would not take their foot off the gas pedal from here. Next drive, Joe's looking to get pressure on Andrew Bohl, and it's the freshman Jimmy Mullen and senior Armand Young teaming up for the first sack of the game for the Green Knights. Credit to Bergen Catholic. That's the lone sack they'd allow all day. But from this point on, it is just all Green Knights as they continue to pound the ball on the ground with Estime. Later in this drive, Alimo drops back, looks right, and connects with senior defensive lineman Amin Vanover as the big guys continue to make plays in the receiving game in this one. Finishing off that drive from 8 yards out, Alimo looks for his senior tight end Braden Kelly to make it 21-10 Green Knights. Next drive, Bergen Catholic going to have to go for a critical 4th and short, and it's newly named All-American offensive lineman Luke Whippler playing on the defensive side of the ball for the first time this week, making a critical stop as Joes will get the ball and just look to run the clock out. Estime running as strong as ever. Before it's Tarai Powell capping off the drive, breaking the plane before the ball comes loose to make it 28-10 Green Knights. But we have one more incredible display of athleticism in this one. Watch Amin Vanover, number 4, the big defensive end. One-handed interception as he's able to run this one back to the house. But this is actually going to be called back due to a personal foul on the return. However, the interception stands and St. Joe's is able to run out the ball. And that'll be our final, 28-10 Joes, as Estime is named MVP with a career day. 27 carries, good for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. After the game, he caught up with our own Lou Brogno.
Yes, definitely. This is always a big game every year. This win definitely meant a lot to us. We prepped for this game day in, day out. We were in the film room almost all day. Our coaches prepared us for this game. We gave hard work and it was a great team win, so this definitely means a lot to us.
Second half, the offense kind of imposed your will on that defense, especially up front. What was the key to the ground game in the second half?
It was honestly the trenches. I honestly think I had the best line in the state, even top 5 in the country. It was a great game in the trenches, and we just drove it down the throat all day.
As you look forward to the rest of the season, Bosco next week, what are your thoughts on this team at this point in the year?
We're a very good team. We just got to, week by week, take a day by a time. We're going to keep on grinding and keep on executing. It would be great.
I mean, obviously it's a big win anytime you guys knock off Bergen Catholic, but what are your thoughts on what this win means to your team at this point in the season?
I mean, last year when we played them in the regular season, we took a tough loss. They came back and beat us after the halftime. So, I mean, we just had to come out today and beat them. Basically, we just wanted to win this game. We had more heart than them. We came out with the win.
What are your thoughts on this St. Joe's defense? You gave up just 10 points, shut them out in the second half. What was the key?
I mean, we gave up 10 points in the first half. We went in. Coach talked to us, told them we can't win without scoring, and they can't win without scoring. So, listen, we had to come out and score. Basically, run the score up on them. Defense stopped them and kept getting 3 and outs, and that's how we won the game.
You had a couple of nice offensive plays as well. What do you like that offensive side of the ball?
I mean, I'm a team player, so I'm not doing anything to win.
And what are your thoughts on this team moving forward now? You guys obviously are off to a great start with Bergen behind you, but Bosco coming in next week.
Bosco's always a tough game. So basically, it's another basically rival game. So, I mean, we got to play hard each and every down and come out with the win.
All right.
Thanks, Lou. 28-10, once again, your final from Oradell, as St. Joe's reasserts their dominance as Jersey's top team. For Inside Varsity Sports, I'm Rich DeCourt.